Approximately 3 years and 8 months ago, I created a little channel called Cool Dude. I had absolutely no idea what this channel would turn into, and I had no clue the type of people that would come from it. Many YouTubers often make videos to thank their audience and everything that they've done to change their lives. And don't worry, your video from me is coming soon because you guys have changed everything. But there's a specific group of people in every YouTuber's life that is often overlooked and never really given the attention they deserve. I would have never met any of these people if it weren't for you guys and my YouTube career. And they're probably some of the greatest people I could have ever asked to have in my life. They've always been there to support me, and they've always been there in times of need. And these people are my friends, and this video is for them.
All this time you thought we'd never pay the price. In the game of love you have to roll the dice. My heart got 7 years to life. 7 years to life.
First, there's Taylor. Ironically, we met at the same online academy that we both attended in Colorado. My parents always told me I'd never make friends at an online school, but guess what? One of my best friends came from an online academy. Take that, Mom! He's always been there in times of need, and he's that one friend to kick you off your ass to keep you from being a lazy piece of shit. Needless to say, if it weren't for Taylor, I'd probably spend 99% of my time with my hand down my pants watching Netflix. Next, there's Jeff. Jeff is probably the kindest, most sincere person I've ever had the privilege to know. But he also can be an angry Canadian bastard. He always knows how to reassure someone in a stressful situation and has saved me from ripping my hair out multiple times. With his unparalleled wit and his talent for improv, he's Bachelor number 2! No, but seriously, you haven't had a friend until you've had Jeff as a friend. When I think about my life without him, I think of just a really pungent smelling taint. If I had to compare him to a movie character, I'd probably compare him to that really big guy from Mulan, one of the kindest people you could ever know, but you don't fuck with him. Thank you, Jeff, so much for being a part of my life, and I hope there are many, many more years where I can scream at you for not muting yourself in a Skype call. After that, there's Bing, Robin, Zychron, fuck, so many names. Our bond is a little different, but that'll be discussed in another video. We didn't start off as the best of friends, but I guess nobody really does. Over the past year or so, we found out that we have so much in common, it's unbelievable. And ever since then, the bond has just strengthened. We constantly feed each other ideas for entertainment, and quite often we find ourselves just voicing out random-ass scenes. With all the time that we spend together, we've built each other up to become incredibly optimistic people, and I don't foresee a future where we're not successful and happy as fuck. Aside from our painful indecisiveness to choose a restaurant to eat at, I'm always there for him, and he's always there for me. Thank you so much, Robin, for responding to that obnoxious YouTube message I sent you 2 years ago. If it weren't for your amazement of being contacted by a YouTuber with large lips, we would never be friends. And that thought makes me want to give up Chipotle for an entire week. And next, there's Asmo. I'm not actually sure how we became friends, but it happened. Being one of the most level-minded and nicest people I know, he's the go-to guy for whenever things get really, really bad. If it weren't for Asmo, I'd be one of those obnoxious people that cries about life on Twitter. He pretty much knows anything about everything when it comes to buying Steam games, and my wallet thanks him greatly. Seriously though, I am privileged to have him in my life, and I wish him nothing but the brightest, most successful future, with all the spaghetti he could ever want. And then there's Kyle, or Frisky Hyena. Fucking asshole. He's basically a living embodiment of 4chan. He always knows how to take your mind off of what you're supposed to be doing and give you a fun time. If you opened up a dictionary and flipped to the definition of procrastination, Kyle wouldn't be there because dictionaries don't have pictures, dumbass. Though we've only recently befriended him, he's actually been here for a very long time. He became a fan of my videos when I first started YouTube, and ever since then, he's stuck around, and eventually he became one of the gang. He constantly motivates me to make videos, and if it weren't for him, my paycheck would probably be lower than my self-esteem. Thank you, Kyle, for sticking around for as long as you have, and I'm sorry it took us so long to pull you aboard. Fucking dick. Now I'm gonna stop there real quick and throw their channels up on the screen. I strongly urge that you subscribe to each and every one of them. With everything they've done for me in my life, the least I could do is show them a little bit of love. If it weren't for them, I wouldn't be the cool dude that you know today. And what better way to give a little bit of thanks than by sharing the love I receive every day from my own fans. If you haven't paused the video right now to go subscribe to every one of their channels, I've classified you as a taint, and you are a fat, smelly taint. Well, with that, let's move on. Now, I didn't put these people at the end of the video because they're less significant. I only put them at the end because they don't actually have YouTube channels, and I wanted to plug my friends with the YouTube channels first. There's not really anything I can plug for these friends except for give them a thanks. A thanks that is just as important as the thanks I gave earlier. And with that, we'll start with my sister, Brittany. I've known way too many siblings that are always at each other's necks, but Brittany is probably one of my best friends. Seriously, she's always there. And not only that, she's probably one of the most fun people I can hang out with. Like, she gets me, then I get her, and it's like a friendship. I mean, sure, we have our arguments. We're fucking siblings, but 99.9% of the time, we're best friends. And I'm always excited to have the opportunity to hang out with my sister. Thank you, Brittany, for being one of the most understanding and loving people I have in my life, and I look forward to the many, many years where I get to annoy you with obnoxiously loud noises. After that, there's Dylan. I actually met Dylan in middle school, and then met him again at online school. It's like it was fate. Dylan is probably one of the more intelligent people I know, but he's the epitome of not giving a fuck. He's a goddamn genius when it comes to comedy, and there's not a time we hang out where I'm not crying from laughter. And for the sake of preventing redundancy, thanks for being my friend. Then next, there's Matt, or Hot Tub. If you're one of the older viewers, you definitely know who Hot Tub is. We definitely don't hang out as much as we used to, but he's still one of the most loyal friends I have ever had. Matt, if you end up seeing this, I love you, buddy. I also probably have more footage of Matt than any of my other friends combined, so editing this section was really easy. I sure do miss you, Matt, but I wish you the best. And lastly, there's my parents. They pretty cool. Well, I think that pretty much wraps it all up. If you didn't like this video, I'm sorry to say I don't really give a shit. This video was for my friends. And if anything, I at least hope it put a smile on their faces. But if you guys did happen to enjoy this video, feel free to leave a like down below. And until next time, Jazzy, oh my fucking god, shut up!